purpose of like advertising and marketing is awareness, just getting your name out there. So people, when they think of pressure washing, they think of you first. They don't think of anybody else. Nice overcast for today. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joe, back with Joe Allen Pressure Washing LLC. We're here to clean this house. It's a beautiful house out in the country, and I wanted to show you this water spigot because this is brand new for me. It took me a minute to find it, but look at that. You had to unscrew this cap, screw it in, and you turn the water on with that valve. I've never seen that, so it took me a minute. I was looking around for spigots and I couldn't find them. But this is a gorgeous house. I'm not doing too much on this house, but you can obviously see on this side, this is actually an addition to the house. This whole building right here is a separate, like, whole apartment, like grandmother or whatever they call it, mother-in-law suite. And that house over there is huge. So we'll be washing this today. See, the gutters are pretty ugly. But let's get it. All right, I just started on this corner. I went from this gutter line to like the end of the window, just applied soap real quick. I'm gonna let it rest. I did a test spot, which is very important on different surfaces and paint. So if you're not sure, always do a test spot. I let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes before I even tried, just to make sure some of this brown paint and stuff wouldn't run off. I advise you to always do a test spot because you never know how different surfaces are gonna react. All right, I haven't done this. Can you tell where I started? Alright, this side's pretty rough too. Check out this. Look at this up close. This side's done. This side just got soaked. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes. You can already see it changing completely. I mean, that whole door was just green. This concrete was completely green. You still see some green, but I'm gonna get this concrete too. They didn't ask for it, but you know, he's a good friend of mine, so take care of him real good. I don't mind doing a little bit extra. I even hit this table, so I'll try to rinse that pretty good. It'll come out a little bit better. So I'm probably 20 foot away from the house. I can rinse real good. The M5 Twist, I really like this tip. You can open it up and look how far it shoots. Hold on. That's the shooter. Watch this. When I open it all the way up, watch how wide it shoots. Look at that. You can rinse this whole side. This Twist, I don't know. When I shoot chemicals through it, it doesn't shoot as straight, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, when it's just water, it works perfectly fine, but I don't know, the chemicals don't work well through the Twist. But for rinsing, this is a great tip. You can cover a lot of ground, and it's semi-high pressure, so you can get around windows without having to worry about blowing out the seals. But I recommend it. It's like $100, and it works pretty well. I don't know if it's just the one I got, but when I shoot soap through it, it just acts funny. So it's definitely worth the investment. All right, so I just did this whole side right here. Just soaked it down. And they wanted me to do over here, over in that corner, and this little spot right here. This concrete's pretty new, so I just soaped it down. I'll give it a light rinse. There was grill marks and stuff over there that I already got off. But I definitely don't want to put too much high pressure on this. because it could definitely etch it. This is relatively new concrete. Sometimes concrete that's even 5 years old, you can etch it. So it just depends. You can kind of tell looking at this would be softer concrete, and it possibly would damage it pretty bad. So I'm not even gonna try. Over there, it looks a lot better than it did. Had all kind of markings on it from the grill. So just letting this dwell over here for a few minutes. I'll rinse it off real good and it'll look real nice. It already looks 10 times better. That peak is probably 3 stories. I'm reaching it no problem with the M5 Twist. 4 gallon a minute machine, Honda GX 390. So look at that. It's reaching up there no problem. I mean, you can't really tell from the video, but it's pretty high up there. Having no problems reaching it. I'm not using any surfactant either, at all. It's just straight chlorine in there. It's pulling out like a 1% mix. So, I think surfactant's a scam. Unless you're doing roofs where you don't want the stuff to run off pretty good. When you're doing houses, I don't think you need it. But yeah, it's a big house right here. I'm reaching every peak, no problem. All right, I'm all done. Got everything packed up. Just need to roll up these hoses, put the extension pole in there. I'm good to go, baby. Turned out great. All right, I'm all done. I love their freaking driveway. This thing is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful gate. I love it. But yeah, it was a good job. I got another call while I was doing this job, so I'm about to go do another estimate real quick. And then I'll be out. Look at that. Go Gators, baby. But yeah, it was a good job, man. I mean, just keep putting your name out there, keep posting on social media, even if people think you're annoying. The whole purpose of like advertising and marketing is awareness, just getting your name out there. So people, when they think of pressure washing, they think of you first. They don't think of anybody else. And that happens a lot to me. Even like people I went to school with that I never really talked to in school are referring me business all the time. People that I've never talked to in my life. You know, their grandma or their uncle, their aunt mentions pressure washing. They say, hey, this guy Joe, he's super busy, always doing pressure washing. Hire him. He's great. He does great work. So it's important to always market, advertise, brand awareness, but also on the back end, deliver on what you say you do. Like, do a great job. Don't leave until the job is complete. And try your best. Be your best. Have some enthusiasm about your work and take pride in your work, and it'll take care of itself. So I love you guys. Thank you for following along, subscribing. I need to get better at this YouTube thing. I'm just so inconsistent. I find it very hard to do when I have a 6-month-old baby, almost a 4-year-old daughter, and a wife, and it's real hard. Not making excuses, I'm just not great at it yet. Doesn't mean I can't get great. Just like pressure washing, just like business, anything, it just takes time, effort, consistency, and good attitude. But I'll see you guys in the next video.